What is good, TPA Podcast? It's your boy Big Hollow. We back with another episode. You know what I'm saying? I got a special guest in here today.
You already know. It's your boy DonDiner0.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the name.
The name came from at work. I'm in the sales industry, so they would call me Don. And then, I used to lead the board a couple times, so they started calling me DonDiner0 because more sales, more money, you feel me? So that's really how DonDiner0 came about. A couple co-workers, and then I just ran with it.
Yeah.
Because I think, even with IG, what was my first IG name? It wasn't DonDiner0. It was...
I don't even remember.
I don't even remember my first IG name, but I just know it wasn't DonDiner0. Then I changed it, and then I ran from there.
So, you came up, you were part of, the clique in, high school that was, party promoting. Y'all through, the Twerk Fest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when... Man, those were crazy days. I came up from throwing little 18 and up parties, team parties.
Yeah.
Little lounges. Always outside, you know what I'm saying? I still go to football games a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be cool. Well, I wasn't no, jock or nothing.
Yeah.
But I was outside.
Yeah.
Before outside was cool, I was outside.
So what do you think, the landscape of party promoting? Because Atlanta, the party capital. I don't care what any other city say. You know what I'm saying? They be having their parties. But Atlanta is, you going to find a lit spot. And, promoters are elite. I mean, there obviously there might be some cities that are
okay, so, I go to a lot of cities. I done been to Houston. I done been to Alabama. I done been to Mississippi. And even North Carolina. I done seen some clubs that's oh, wow. The different, but see, I would say it's an evolution because, now we don't really party so much. Now we get a section.
Yeah.
Everybody turn up. Everybody lit.
I ain't gonna lie. I went to Havana.
Yeah.
Tough.
It's tough, but
But it wasn't section based though.
Right. It's not section based. So you got your clubs that are section based, and you got your clubs that are okay, everybody partying. Okay, so when I was in the promo game heavy, I used to promote an opera nightclub.
Yeah.
That was more of a diverse club because everybody was out there partying. You had white people, black people, Indians. So it created a culture where it was fun to get out there and dance, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you slide down on some females, get you a dance, then you bring her up to the VIP. It was a different way to party. Now it's everybody just lit in their little box. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really going out to a different little crowd of females, bringing them over. It's a little different now.
I think that speaks to where we go, though.
Right.
Because that's what makes promoters valuable. You get people to come in here, buy a table. This is your table. You have this exclusively. I think, when you go outside of the clubs that have promoters.
Yeah.
You see that a lot more often, where people are just dancing, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff. I think the promoter's job is to curate the type of clubs that
that they're promoting to. Yeah. So it's because every promoter is different in what they want to bring to a club or what they want their crowd to be. Okay. I know some promoters who literally if you're not having fun, they probably won't. They ain't even reaching out to you. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you got people who come and just sit down and don't even buy no drinks, I don't even want to invite you out because I know you ain't finna spend no money. Yeah. So it's everybody got a different crowd and everybody promoting something different within them being a promoter. You know what I'm saying? I know promoters that can just bring females out, just
at the snap of a finger.
Snap of the finger. You got baddies. You got all this going on. But then I also know promoters. If you go to his party, it's a hood nigga party.
Yeah. You
already know. A fight might break out. Shit crazy.
You about to hear a whole bunch of unreleased hood classics.
Right. It's just it's crazy.
It's crazy. Back in blood.
Yeah,
who is this guy?
You gotta watch out because you already know some shit might pop off. But it's
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
So how is it? Because I was I didn't really go to parties in high school. The first party I went to, I think, was, you remember Twerk Fest that they threw in downtown Lawrenceville? Mm-hmm. It was in that the cheerleading factory.
Yeah, right.
So that was the first party that I went to, right? I never went to Studio 72. I never went to...
But, wait a minute. Have you ever been to a lock-in?
No, never.
The skating ring lock-ins?
I performed at a lock-in before, but I've never been to stay there. No.
Yeah. I mean, when you're younger, it's different because like, you know, you pregame before you got in there, so ain't no drinks at the bar. Like,
I also didn't drink till I was 21 though.
Oh wow,
so,
you waited a minute to experience life. I mean, the only difference between you and people who start drinking earlier is just they have a better tolerance.
Yeah. No, well, I've never seen somebody who started drinking before me be able to outdrink me. So
yeah, so it's like you just experienced it late. That's all it is. But I mean, you know, you pregame before you and your homies, y'all pregame when y'all in the car. So by the time y'all get into a little teen club, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all was busting down the Four Locos.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Four Locos used to be it. For real, though, like, that's all you had. Like, Four Locos. Man, shout out to Brandon Claiborne, because he had the MD-40s and used to be taking them back. I'm like, Mad Dog. I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm drinking that. But, man, my boy, he used to put them down, and then we go into the party. He lit.
See, I was always locked in with, like, a lot of different cliques.
Yeah.
So, like, I was cool with the party people. I was cool with the jocks. I was cool with the females. I was cool with everybody. But I never, like, experienced, like, the super party thing till, like, COVID hit, actually.
Yeah, dang, COVID hit. I mean, dang, man, that's crazy because, you know, I've been partying since, like, I party so much I got tired of partying. I mean, some people don't get tired of it, but, like, you get tired of it. Like, man, I don't even know how to explain that because it's like, dang, I've been partying for so long. I've seen so much.
All right, give me your top party story, right? Craziest, like, you got to tell your kids this. It's going to be a story your kids not even going to believe. They're going to be like, Dad, you lying. Ain't no way. Well, give me a crazy party story that you have. I know a lot of people drink, so they be forgetting.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, too. You forget a lot. Crazy party stories like Project X party or like club party?
Either one.
Project X party would have to be UGA tailgating.
Okay.
We was out there with a couple friends, and I really just got drunk. I think that was the most drunk I ever got because the vibe is just different out there. Everybody fucked up. Everybody having fun. So I was in, like, I don't do this often, so I want this to be known.
What you mean?
I don't do this often. There was this random girl, and I started making out with her in the middle of the bar.
That's crazy.
Like, UGA is a little different, like, because...
Do you remember who she is?
Fuck no. I don't
I'm just trying to clear your name so
your
girlfriend be like, who is this? You follow her?
This was
I'm trying to clear your name.
Exactly, because, you know, my girlfriend is crazy. But this was a long time ago, so I'm trying to remember how I ended up kissing this girl. Like, let me tell y'all, kissing in the club... To me, I think that's just nasty because you don't know this person. Let's be realistic. I didn't know her.
Yeah.
She didn't know me. I'm just, you know, I just get up on the dance and, you know, we started like tonguing down in the club.
Did you take her back to the crib after?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, do you remember what happened after?
Oh, wait a minute. No. Okay, so, okay, I didn't know her.
Yeah.
She knew a friend of mine. There we go. Okay, so that's how
she was in y'all's vicinity.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so I still didn't know her though.
Yeah,
and I'm tonguing her down. But yeah, we did go back to the friend that we knew. We went to their crib. Okay. So at their crib, we was all chilling. This was like after the club had closed. I'm trying to remember this story. After the club had closed, so then we was chilling, and it just turned out her apartment was right upstairs, and that's where we went.
And we're crazy. I'm gonna ask this. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to answer this question, but you have to. You on the People of Atlanta podcast. The people gotta know. So, like, listen, when you go to a furniture store, right? You know where I'm going with this.
Keep going.
You can get a bed, you know what I'm saying? You can get a desk.
Yeah.
They got a lot of appliances.
Tables,
but sometimes you just walk out with that one night stand. How many of those have you had?
Ever?
Yeah.
Bro, come on. That's a lot. I mean.
How many, like, give me like a ballpark estimate. Because we're not talking like, you know what I'm saying? I slid in your DMs. I chatted you up. I'm talking about you went to a party. This was like your first real interaction with them, and you took them home and cracked. Give it just a ballpark.
A ballpark? Okay.
Are we going to say north of 20?
No. We'll say south of 20. South of 20.
South of 20.
I don't do
10.
But see, I don't really do one night stands.
Yeah.
Like,
well, even if it turned out to something else, I'm talking about like it was like you was at a party. Y'all didn't really like, y'all may have been cool, but this is like y'all's first real like, all right, come chill at my crib. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. South of 20.
South of
like
20.
It happened
north
a
of
lot.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, it
so
happened
15,
a lot. Yeah,
15?
It happened a lot. I don't. One thing, I don't put people's business out there because you know what I'm saying.
Well, this your business. You ain't got to snitch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying. If a female gonna be a hoe, she gonna be a hoe. But
I don't necessarily. You know what I'm saying.
I don't think it's whole activities
I don't
to
think
have
it's
a
whole
one night
activities.
stand. Because if you want to fuck, then you just want to fuck. Like. Plain and simple, but
hey, listen, ladies, I'm out here fighting for y'all. You know,
I'm out here fighting for them too, cause like
you call them hoes.
Yeah, well, okay, cause that's society's world. That's society's word for women who have a lot of sex.
Yeah,
but I feel like you can have as much sex as you want to have, cause it's your body, your freedom. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. There's one guest I want to get on this podcast. I haven't hit him up yet, but like she made me respect. Like girls who are like sexually active. Yeah, in high school because she used to. I'm not gonna throw no specifics out because people gonna be able to narrow down what I'm talking about. But she didn't care. She like if people knew, you know what I'm saying. She was like, "This is what I want to do."
Yeah, this what you. Yeah, exactly.
I don't have no problem with that. I have a problem with people who be like that, but then they try to talk down on people.
Yeah,
who are like that.
Yeah. You like bro, you've been a hoe all your life.
You want the same thing they want.
Yeah, you want the same thing they want. I mean, some girls are like. They don't like what people are going to think about them. Yeah, cause that show Hellbound on Netflix, it made me realize like when you think something's wrong, you don't want other people to know that you're doing it. So it's like, oh well, you know, I want to be a hoe, but I can't because like my friends are gonna say this or think this about me, and it's like. Nah, like, it's what you want to do, own it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The best hoes are the ones that own it.
But see, I don't consider them hoes.
Okay, the freakiest girls are the ones who own it. There you go. The freakiest girls are the ones. Let me stop saying hoes. Look, after this podcast, I'm calming down on the word hoes and thoughts.
I think it's like a collective word. Like, I think it shouldn't be used to demonize women. I think I don't necessarily think it's a bad word. I just think it's like, look, I like having sex and I'm not necessarily committed to a relationship. That's what I think of. You know what I'm saying? The whole might be.
I like that pickup. Yeah, that's a good way to.
I'm gonna ask you a question though.
Okay,
you know
okay.
Shout out Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Drop him off. He asked me this in one of his vlogs. He said, "What's the difference between a hoe and a slut?" I know the answer though.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna see if you could get this right.
I mean, you know, I never really thought about it because I always use them as the same concept. Yeah,
I got you.
Use them interchangeably.
You ready?
Right.
You ready? The definition of a hoe is quantity based. The definition of a slut is performance based, right? You could be a you know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's
what
spitting.
I think. That's what I think about.
Yeah.
So like, if you go crazy, because you could be a hoe and be trash, but you're not a slut,
right?
Like
so the slut, because sometimes the slut is preferred over the hoe because
everybody would prefer, because when they be like, I want a freak in the sheets or a lady in the streets, but a freak in what they saying is like, I want you to be a. I want you to be a slut. I want you to be a stone cold soul sucker in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Soul sucker.
Yeah, for sure. On God, boy. So yeah. So like that's what people want. So I think that's the differentiating factor between the two.
Yeah.
Some people y'all can debate whether y'all like my terminology down below.
No, that's straight. That's right.
Yeah.
Cause the slut is the one that's just like
going crazy.
Baby, you going crazy.
Yeah, like I ain't never seen you act like this.
Like
one of them.
But you know, some dudes can't handle sluts. That's why they fuck with the hoes.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of women, bro, that will have dudes curled up in a ball in the side of the room. I'm not gonna like dudes be trying to play like that, you know what I'm saying?
But they play like that in front of their boys, you know what I'm saying? But like real talk, it is some girls that have dudes in fetal position. Yeah. From the stories I've heard, that
with dudes, the ratio is way. I think women are more like are more likely to do a better job at their stuff than dudes.
Yeah, because dudes be thinking like they have this thing where it's like whatever I do is right. Yeah. No matter what, like I'm giving the dick, so it's right. So it's like, oh, okay, like I know. But girls, they do these things that you know, you like, oh damn, I ain't never.
Like, hold on,
the last girl ain't do this. God,
I can't control my toe.
Yeah, exactly. Like, God, dang, I ain't even supposed
And I didn't realize that too because, like I said, I was very like ingratiated with a lot of groups, but I didn't hang around them. So like when I hung around girls and like did stuff like that, I never was able to like compare with the homies.
But see, like that's the other dude's problems. They never hang out. Like I got some homeboys that be like, I ain't finna be hanging out with no bitches. Like
they're crazy.
Yeah, exactly. But those are the ones who think they have the sauce and they don't have the sauce because you just think, oh, it's one way. Nah, my boy.
Like if you want to learn how to interact with people, you have to hang around them.
Right. You have to hang around every group of people to kind of know how to be around them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's the truth. That's why I really do think some dudes do need like a female friend
or a dude to keep them accountable.
Or a dude to keep it right. But some dudes be thinking, oh, okay, if I got a female friend, I gotta fuck her. No. You just need that. You need that aha moment that clicks in your head, your insight. You need like sometimes that female can be your insight, like your aha moment. Like, God dang, she might be right about this situation. Yeah. But
do you think it's wrong that people? Because I came up with this. Do you think it's wrong that people say you can't have platonic relationships, or once you have sex, you can never be platonic again? Do you believe that?
I think whatever fits your vibe and works for you, it works for you.
Okay.
So if you can handle that, then go do it. But if you can't handle it, don't open up that door that you're not ready for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of people that think they can handle that and they can't.
I just don't like when people say like, oh, y'all two are together, y'all have had sex with each other before, y'all can't be friends. I don't think that's true.
To be honest, okay, so man, experience in life. You can be a friend to anybody in this world, regardless of the past that y'all have had. Y'all could have had the nastiest sex in the world. Yeah. Probably some stuff that would make you guys both parents. But if you got that understanding to where it's like, look, no, we're friends. Like it's over with. That was the past.
I think it's boundaries.
Exactly, and it's boundaries, and a lot of people don't.
I think a lot of people are easily talked out of their boundaries, so that's why people don't trust other people. But like girls that I've known, they know like when I'm single, like listen,
bro.
But when I'm in a relationship, do not try to talk because I swear because now I feel like you're violating my goal in life.
Because okay, so. Let's speak on my experience. Now I'm in a relationship. So every girl that's a friend, you're a friend, okay? Yeah. That's it. If girlfriend says, hey, he's not coming, I'm not coming, okay? Like, it's like, not like that. Okay, so let me explain, because I said that the wrong way.
Ain't nobody telling me I'm
not coming, because I still go out. I'm still outside on the weekends. Don't play. But what I'm saying is, when I say coming, I mean like
if she got something better for me to do, like she playing something.
No. I'm saying like this might turn into something else. I'm not coming.
Oh, so
there we go.
Okay.
So like, oh, we finna go out and all this other stuff. Oh, but there's gonna be a lot of bitches there. Oh yeah, nah, chill. Or me and my girl coming, Like
you can't go and just chill,
huh?
You can't go. You don't trust yourself to go. And just chill?
I trust myself to go. Okay, so you not getting what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it without saying it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I don't believe that should happen. That's why. That's where I'm trying to get.
I'm saying like I think I gave a bad example because I feel like I'm always gonna have the strength to tell females no.
Yeah.
But sometimes females be on the grind time. Like,
but if I say no, what can you do? You can't do nothing. You can offer me some drinks. You could pass me the hookah after your one puff when you usually take 30. You could do whatever you want. You're not getting nowhere, though.
Yes, you're right. But at the same time, you just don't want that.
So you don't trust yourself, is
you
what
don't
you're
want
saying.
That. No, not me. You don't want that, not conversation, but you just don't want that. You
need to be with somebody who trusts you then.
That
you don't
overhead. There we go.
But here's the thing. One, jealousy is a normal thing. It's not only girls. Like, people get upset when their significant others spend time with their family or
that's crazy.
Want. It's not, though. It's a necessary want for the things you like. When other people, it's just like toys. We learn this from kids. If you got a toy you ain't played with, in like 4 weeks, your cousin come over, pick up the toy.
You gonna be mad as hell
because
nigga.
But it's not necessary. But people have to understand that feeling is a survival instinct. This is mine. I want to keep it as mine. But we also have to understand, like, this person is an autonomous person. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Okay, so I'm trying to find a better way to explain it because I used it as going out, and going out is not a good way to explain it because I still go out and I still do whatever I want because all I do is tell her. All I do is tell her, hey, I'm going out.
Yeah.
But it's more like, it's more like it's more like conversational with females. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you just can't speak on sexual stuff when you're in a relationship. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Like, when I'm single, I can have sex talks with girls about.
You should be able to have them in a relationship too.
About them.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Like, because we were talking about friends and people in the past, all that.
Oh, so you're talking about them bringing up, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like you can't bring that up. Okay,
see, that's the one.
Yeah, you can't bring that up no more because it never happened. Because why? I'm in a relationship now. It's in the past. None of that's happened no more. That's what I mean by that. See,
I think that's where, like, my life made me better for today because, like, when I walk into buildings, I have no bodies in there.
Right. So it's different for you because it's easier for you to be that guy that the woman can be like, well, my nigga ain't fucking nobody. But me is different because I can go in the room and see 3 bodies, and then it's like, oh, that's your little girlfriend now? Like, not that it's said, but it's like, oh, that's your little girlfriend now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of the bodies. Yeah. So it's like.
But you know what's worse, though? You know what's worse than that? I was a very great boyfriend, all right? When I went to Central, me and the girls that I dated were like the popular, oh my, your girl, your like boyfriend, couples. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Mountain View, I dated a girl at a different school, and people was like, the whole school was, we gonna be at y'all wedding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when moments like that happen, okay, it's actually worse because they've been there and done that with y'all.
Yeah.
There's people who approach me like, yo, I see what you're doing for old girl. I could be better. It becomes more.
But see, okay, so I'm just now getting that now.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'm getting that.
It's gonna get
now.
worse, right?
Like,
you start posting them vacations.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I feel like
because then anybody, even people you haven't slept with, you can't necessarily know their intentions.
Right.
Anymore.
But see, I feel like I get that on a daily now because I've been a hoe.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, you're
but you wifed her, but you smashed.
Right.
Okay,
that's the thing. It's like, you smashed me, but you wifed her. What's going on? Okay, well, I saw something I wanted to be with, and I just wanted to fuck. Like, there's a difference now. So I mean, to be honest, I'd rather be in your situation.
Okay.
Because it's like you're like. You're like poster child. You feel me? Like, okay, this is the great boyfriend. He does all this. He's the good. He's gonna. Me, I'm the demon kid because it's like, oh, well, you didn't fuck everybody. What makes me different? What makes me special? What makes you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like, not saying that my current girlfriend does that now, but when you're in a relationship and girls
not necessarily
know,
because girls will say, I've had girls I've dated say, you can have anybody you want, and when you discover that. you're gonna leave me. That's what they think.
And yeah, that is what they think too.
But when you've had everybody,
it's different because now you know. Like, it's not like I'm a virgin to this. I know now. Yeah. Like now I know. Like, okay, I see how you stack them dishes. This ain't gonna work. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I know. But
you saying a woman's place is in the kitchen? That's crazy. Cancel him. You know what I'm saying? Cancel him.
I'm giving examples. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, being a virgin to things is just so different now than it would have been years ago. You feel me?
I don't necessarily, because the reason I was a virgin to things, but I knew how to navigate them better than everybody else. It's because when I was younger, I used to go to older couples who were married and be like, "Yo."
But that's your okay. So that's your difference than everybody else. You listen to experience. A lot of times now, people aren't listening to experience; they're listening to nouns. Like you're listening to the same people that are
peers that are trying to figure out the same thing. You're listening to your peers;
they're trying to figure out the same thing. But that's just because of look at what we're in. Your 2-parent household is so rare now. Like it's so rare that even the certain 2-parent households, they're still toxic because they're trying to be that 2-parent household. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just different because you've had better experiences on the people that you're taking advice from. You know what I'm saying? Or as to somebody who's living in a toxic, that's trying to get experience and their parents not even married. So in the back of their mind, their parents are telling them the right stuff, but they still see how the parents are living. They're like,
my daddy over here, he's staying at night. That's
exactly.
So what happened to your little girlfriend? Okay, I feel you.
Right. So you're half-assing. Yeah. That's basically what you're doing.
But that's why I feel like people should live like what they say. Right. But that's one thing that I've learned to navigate through, like knowing who girls really are, especially like in this space now. We're in clubs. We see the baddest. We see, you know what I'm saying? You walk into a place, 90% tens. Okay.
We see too much.
So, like being able to go into rooms like that and like think through, like, okay, I can read people very well. Like, I could look at a group of people. This is probably the person who could keep the secrets in the group. This is the one who really be shitting on all her friends, but using that to get into all the other circles. You know what I'm saying? Like through experience talking to older people, I was able to see those things. So I can weed out women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there was only one girl that I dated that I didn't weed out through the friends. And listen, I'm not going to say the most detrimental relationship I've been in, but because I learned a lot though. Yeah. I think that relationship brought me to a level of understanding where I can never have a relationship destroy me again. Strong. Because I understand things.
Because you understand things now.
And I know what it is and what it appears to be aren't always the same.
Wow. Yeah. But you got it. But see, that's the difference in you and then a lot of other guys. They don't really have experiences. One, in relationships, because a lot of dudes don't take relationships serious. They'll be like that.
You want to know why? Because they hang around dudes.
Right. And then when they don't take the relationship serious, it just makes everything so toxic and just so how I know I used to be one of those guys where I be in a relationship because I want to be in a relationship, but I'm still getting advice from my peers like, oh, okay, hey, don't worry about that. She's still gonna be there. Like, go ahead and do your dirt because she's still gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because probably something around them was making it happen. So I was thinking in the back of my mind, shit, if it's happening to him, it's going to be happening to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, it's the same thing. Like, this is just how life goes because my homeboy is happening in his life. It's happening in this homeboy's life. So obviously it's going to happen in my life because it's all together. You know what I'm saying? We're listening to each other. But then I started... It's just so important to have different groups of friends. Yeah. Because that's where your experience is going to come from. Because a lot of them, I would hang out with
different ways.
Right. So I would hang out with them people and I'd be like, wait a minute. Whoa. This is totally different from what I'm used to. This is not my group of friends. Like the advice that they're giving me is helping me in my situation and it's not making it worse like the advice that they were giving me. So it's like, Man, it's just crazy having that different groups of friends so you can have that different experience. That's why you are more experienced than a lot of people, because you've always had those different groups of people, and it ain't just a one-sided show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bruh, yeah, but see, what you also get into is, like, I was always cool with all the girls. One, I'd never forget this story. I'm not gonna mention who was the participant in this story, because I still got to find her and apologize to her, because I didn't know what was going on. All right. Mm-hmm. So I remember one time these dudes hit me up. They was like, "Yo, we got the crib." Mind you, I don't go to parties like that, but my mom knew this person's mom because they worked together. So we were cool. So when I said it, my mom was like, "All right, I kind of know what goes on over there." She didn't. Mm-hmm. So they're like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all the dudes who claim they got all the girls always come to me and ask me where the that's crazy."
All right, I
thought y'all had them.
Yeah,
exactly. Y'all be walking around
walking around with the championship belt and then asking where the come on, man.
So they said call some girls up. So I called first before I called the girls. I said, "Listen, the girls who mess with me, they not gonna mess with y'all,
right?
Because they're like, and these aren't like my girls. They're just people who, if they're around me and I'm in the vicinity, they understand my value over all the other dudes. So they're not even gonna.
Yeah, they're not even gonna mess with you.
Yeah, right. And I told them that. They didn't believe me. So I'm like, we hit up.
Because dudes,
you know what I'm saying?
They don't listen.
We hit them up. We go to the crib. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go upstairs to the kitchen, and my homie trying to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Another homie try to talk to her. They come upstairs and they're like, "Yo, bro,
they ain't going for it."
Yeah, she said she wants you.
Yeah,
and I didn't even want. Me and her were just cool. Like, I didn't think of her like that. So, yeah, bro. Correct. Listen.
But that's just like, a lot of dudes just think they got more sauce than what they really got. But that's just because the level of females that they dealt with accept that, and they haven't had one. That's why it's just so hard, because it's hard to explain certain stuff to people, because you gotta tell. Some dudes be like, "I can get any girl. I can get any girl." No, you can't. Like, one, you're not Drake, not Chris Brown.
Two, and you don't want Future, any girl.
And you don't want any girl. You want one. You want the certain type of ones that you always go for. You're always gonna get them because you've already learned that one, and you know. Yeah, you know how to approach her. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, dudes be like, the baddest. Oh, I ain't finna go talk to her. She the baddest one. I know she's not going. So you already know you can't get her because you have no standards.
Yeah.
You basically can't live up to what she needs. Yeah. So you're not going to talk to her.
Yeah.
Just that plain simple.
And like, bro, look, I put it like this. There's like this alpha male, you know what I'm saying, thing going around the internet. I'm going to be honest with you. The guys who run around saying it, they're not
alpha males.
Okay, I don't even like the term
alpha male. I don't like the term alpha female. I don't like the term alpha male. I don't like none of that.
But I will say this. If we go by their definition, they are not what they say they are.
Right.
Because, like, I'm going to be very honest, okay? I think a lot of girls, I think a lot of people are more comfortable being led than, not just females, guys too. More people are comfortable being led because, one, you don't feel the wrath of your bad decision making.
I was about to say bad decision making.
You can place the blame on
somebody else, and that's why females are okay with being led, because at any given moment they can always say, "You chose this. You picked this. Why did you do this?" You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, shoot. Why do you think they always ask you, "What do you want to eat?" Yeah. It's just like, because if anything, I didn't like this. Why did you pick this?
Yeah.
Simple. You know what I'm saying? Women love to be led. And
I think sometimes guys get like fixated on her, you know what I'm saying that stuff.
Right.
When you're a leader, you got to understand that naturally the things you pick, everybody else that you're leading isn't going to be satisfied. So don't take it personally.
Right. And people don't, like, dudes don't understand. That's the point of you being the leader. Like, you have to take some decisions. You're not going to always make somebody happy with your decision. You're just not. Like, you can have the best ideas, best decisions in the world, but somebody's going to find a way to be like, this don't work for me. Yeah. And you just got to live with that. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't think, like, there's any one particular perfect dynamic either.
Nah.
Right? Nah. Because, like, there may be some things, like, I'm very good at decorating, right? things that already exist. Right? So I could take things, move it around, and make it look nice. But a girl may have the insight to come in here and say, this is what you need to add to it. They supplement certain things. So in that department, you would take the lead.
Right.
There's certain things like, look, I deal with, if I live in a high pressure thing and work, when we go to low pressure situations like a restaurant and they get my food wrong, handled it, bro.
Yeah,
because I literally, I be fighting tooth and nail.
But see, that be the problem in relationships. Like, people think like you have to be the dominant all the time. No, sometimes I need you to pick up that area. There's always that gray area, and that's what I'm dating you for. I'm dating you for the gray area. I'm not dating you for all the great things that I can do. I mean, why would I need you? Like, if I can do everything great, why would I need you? And that goes for male and female. So I need you in those gray areas to kind of make me
that where your abilities are better than mine.
And that's just another. I mean, that's just another good relationship tactic.
You only learn that when you go to successful relationships. Right. And they tell you, like, this is what I handle. This is what you handle. Because a team, you don't want to have to be LeBron James all the time.
You don't. And being LeBron James kills you.
Yeah.
Being LeBron James puts your mindset in such another area that you're not even yourself no more, because you're trying to be LeBron, you're trying to be this person, I
gotta make you better, I gotta make you better, I gotta make you better.
You gotta do so much, and when you're already not knowledgeable in certain areas, it's gonna be even worse. Like, it's gonna be horrible because you're trying to do so much and you can't. Like, you just physically can't. And I think that's the other problem with certain dudes. They want to be Popeye the Sailor Man. They want to be Superman. They want to be Batman. They want to be everybody, but don't even know how to be Batman. Don't eat they spinach like Popeye. And it's just like, you can't do this. Or at least you got to learn how to do this first before you think, oh, I got it. Because you don't necessarily got it. You just think you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it just goes right to like the male perspective. Is just so different now. It was different when all we were doing was mowing the grass into the fields. The wife stays at home, makes your dinners cooked.
Or you work in the factory in the city.
You worked in the factory. It's just everything. Tradition has even evolved now. So it's just like, I feel like you got to evolve as well.
Well, see, I don't necessarily believe that, right? I don't think traditions have evolved. I think the places that we live in have evolved.
Yeah, so
like, you can go live a traditional life in, you know what I'm saying, the middle of Arkansas.
Yeah, right. If you was in, like, my people in Alabama, they live a traditional life. Like, I'm talking about, the husband does everything, the wife stay at home, cook, make sure the kids are in daycare, picks the kids up, does homework, he gets off of work, his clothes, like that. Those type of cities, you can do a traditional lifestyle in those type of cities.
Where it's cut and dry
rolls, whatever. But when you come here, it's different.
And I think the reason is because, one, people got to understand, when you live in a big city, right? I can only imagine living in LA or New York City, right?
Right.
You to exist there by yourself and get everything done, you have to be like the 2%
you have to be the 2% of America, because people don't understand, bro. Okay, if I laid down my taxes right now, you know what I'm saying, I would be 600 club. In Atlanta, the 100K is nothing.
Yeah,
it's nothing now. If you are surviving off 100K, you're not doing nothing.
Yeah,
you're not going out. You're not buying sections. You're not buying bottles. You're not living a lavish life. You don't have no designer clothes, because that 100K ain't nothing, especially when taxes come.
Yeah,
you sitting at
unless
80.
You're self-employed, you know what I'm saying?
Unless
Shout
you're
out to all my, you know
like somebody, you know what I'm saying? But you know that, and then the cost of some of these women, because some of them do have a higher price tag. 100K ain't doing it.
Yeah,
it's not. They want to eat out. They want to live, and there's nothing, ladies. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, if that's the type of lifestyle you want to live, then live that. I
personally,
what would you say?
Me personally, if you want to live those lavish lives and stuff like that, find that person that's already in that life and live it with them.
Yeah,
you can't make these hood niggas and niggas who's never experienced anything,
or somebody who's comfortable with a 9-to-5, and so you can't expect people who know how to survive to be able to live two different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, live two different things, because I hate the 9-to-5 slander that this city has so much, especially women. But I don't get mad because, look, baby girl, if you have a problem with a dude with a 9-to-5, don't date us. Yeah. But don't speak on us, okay? Because we're making more money than your boy, okay? You just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not shining it.
Because it's perception. A lot of people don't know what people actually do. Like I seen somebody that had a podcast. I forgot who it was. I think it was on No Jumper. And they said, no, it was a Money Man. He said there's a guy, he owns a car detailing thing.
Yes.
And makes $240-something thousand a year. But people be clowning him because he cleans cars.
Right.
People don't know what people actually make.
Dog, even, okay, so the industry that I'm tapping in, I got my business and everything. I'm starting to learn, like, dang, these motherfuckers got money. Yeah. Like, but you wouldn't know because you're just like, oh, this person does this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, what the hell? Once you start tapping in, you're like, dang, these people out here. Yeah. But I also learned that from sales industry. Like, me selling Land Rovers, I was like, dude, this man makes $5 million a year. Yeah. He's a regular Tom John.
Yeah.
Regular Tom John. Dude, I just met somebody, what was it, last week? 21. And he owns a kayaking business.
That's crazy.
Kayaking business. And he's making $500,000 from his kayaking business. With his horseback business, he makes $1 million a year.
That's crazy.
Like, and you're just like, there's women out there that are gonna look at him and be like,
oh, you like sell kayak? Because they don't know.
But
you gotta understand where we come from too, though. We come from, like, you know what I'm saying? If you lived in the outskirts of Atlanta, you come from like middle America. Mm-hmm. If you live in like Buckhead, maybe you understand it a little bit more. But if you live in, like, you know what I'm saying, what people consider like the hoods of Atlanta, your perception of what, like, they asked Lil Baby, they said, he's like, what would you wish you would have known earlier? I would have wished I known this stuff was even possible.
Right? Because we don't know it's possible. Yeah. We think like, oh, 9-to-5, you're broke. If I'm a scammer, drug dealer, or any type of illegal,
those are the people I see that got money.
Those are the people I see that have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, so you're like, I have to be one of those guys. Even to like rappers. I hate when rappers be like, I'm gonna be the next. No, now you've set yourself up for failure because you can't be the next Lil Baby. You can't be the next. You have to be you as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, yo, these people, sometimes I just hate how brainwashed people kind of are, but I mean, it's just how they
it's how it happens, bro.
Yeah, it's just how it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that junk is crazy because I guess because I'm older now, I'm starting to see, like, so many people are just brain dead, but they're alive and thinking like, oh, this is right. This is the right way of life. And once you start opening your mind up to certain things, you start looking at I've started looking at people in my circle like, no, I can't do this. Like, you're a great friend. Don't get me wrong. You're a great person. You're a great soul. But when it comes to, like, us being on the same level, I see that we're not. Yeah. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy, you know? Yeah.
I think what a lot of people do, because I've had friends, like, I think I have the best morality out of like 99% of the people I know.
And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna back this up. What he's saying. Out of anybody I met from the first day I met Keith to today, he's never been Keith 2.0, Keith 5.6. He's been Keith.
Yeah, facts.
From the get go. There's no change in him. There's nothing you can say that's gonna change
or get me Keith, to go against
or get you to go against his morality. Nothing. Like, but it's just like, you as a type of human is a rarity in where we're at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It might be 6 or 7 of you in Oklahoma, but here in this big city,
it's very easy for you to, because you see the opportunities of, dang, if I backstab my homie real quick, you know what I'm saying? I could come up. You know, there's not one person. Look, I say this on every podcast, every YouTube video. Look, I got $1,000, all right, for anybody who can come and say, yo, I worked with him and he did me foul. $1,000, I will let you come on my stream and tell me exactly what happened. Now, there's people who I've had falling out with.
I mean, like, but everybody has falling out.
Yeah, but you can never say, like, I backstabbed you or I snaked you or I did anything. You can't.
Yeah, true.
And all the people that I got problems with or that we develop problems is not because of me.
Yeah, it's on them.
There's a lot of people who have built up resentment because the fact they know when we fell out, like, I really can't blame him for nothing.
Yeah,
right. And you know, I'm not gonna I don't accept people back a lot because why?
Why? Because you've already, and that's the other.
I didn't do nothing to you.
Once you cross that,
me.
Once you cross that point, like, it's just, man, like, forgiveness is so hard because. How?
I can forgive people, but I'm just never going because I know who you are now.
I know who you are now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like me in the past, you know, I would be like, oh, okay, cool. But now in the situations that I'm in, I'm looking like, yeah, nah, I can't keep. It's less stress keeping you around anyway. Yeah. Because now I ain't got to worry about shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have to worry about nothing now. I don't have to worry about you doing it again. Yeah. I ain't got to worry about you having a new outlook on anything. Like, it's over with. It's done. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, you can't even go taint the water because people know me. People. Like, so when you come to people and they be like, yo, this, hey, yo, holla, he, blah, blah. They going to look at you and be like, nah, bro, there's no way.
And if you got the ones that are like, oh, or they're having a second guess, those are the ones that you need to get out your life too. Yeah. Because they're aiding it. They're aiding it. Whenever they start aiding it, then it's a problem. Because I'm like, bro, I don't need. If they speaking bad on my name and you're agreeing with them, even if you're not saying nothing at all, you're still the problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've had people call me with people about people that I have problems with, right? Or that I can't associate with. Mm-hmm. And they'll call me and be like, so what you think about such and such? And I'll tell them, this is how real I am, bro. I tell them, look, you met him, right? How did you feel about him? I'm not about to tell you how to feel about somebody.
Right, because that's how you feel. Like, okay, so it's just like, if my friend got beef with this person and they did you wrong, they crossed you. Yeah. Okay? Have they crossed me? No. Why? I probably gave off a different energy than what you gave them. So you can't expect me to just, no, I can't just, no, I'm not finna just not fuck with them because y'all had y'all falling out. But in the back of my mind, I do think like, okay, I know where
you can take it into account. Like, okay, now I can kind of look out for signs of this, but it may turn into nothing.
Nothing because they did you like that. That don't necessarily mean they did me like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I got plenty of friends who still hang out with people that I don't fuck with no more. But that's all there. Hey say and they say. You know what I'm saying? If they're your friend, they're your friend. They did nothing to cross you, but they crossed me, so I'm not gonna there's no point of me trying to mix and mingle and dingle with them. No, there's no point of that because why? They did me wrong. And you as a friend, you gotta respect that this person crossed me. So
don't have me involved. You can go do what you want though.
Just don't have me involved.
And a lot of people will say this. You gotta choose a side. The side I'm choosing is me. Right. Because like, say it's me, you, and we'll say Dope. Mm-hmm. And, you got a problem with Dope, but I'm cool with Dope. And you tell me to choose a side. What you're really telling me to do is pick between what I think I should do and what you think I should do. Mm-hmm. It's not picking between you and Dope. Bro, it's picking between me and you.
Bro, and that's what I'm saying. If you have a problem with picking yourself, you're the problem. Yeah, bro. Always pick yourself over. You got to understand. You are 1 in a million. If you're not picking yourself, you're retarded. Stop caring about all these other people. At the end of the day, nobody comes to pay your rent. Nobody come to pay your Comcast bill. Nobody pay none of that. So why are you not choosing yourself over you just need to choose yourself over anybody. Yeah. Like, realistically, it's just like, I hate people who be trying to hold on to something that's not there. Yeah. Let that shit go, dog. I mean.
And a lot of it don't be as serious as people make it seem anyway.
That too. Like, it's not even that serious half the time. Because it's like, bro. Now, it is some stuff where my friends, I be like, dang, this is serious. Yeah. But I stay out of it. Because, okay, that's what happened at that moment. I still can't judge that person off what happened. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, this is kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, bro. You just always need to pick yourself over anything. Yeah. Anything or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, if we go back to relationships, that's where women go wrong. They always pick they always pick somebody else over themselves. So it's like, oh, okay, this isn't making you happy. Okay, I'm gonna do this to make you happy, and that's gonna make me happy. No, if you're not happy in the first place, then
if you can't look, guys, I'm about to tell y'all this. Please live by this, ladies. Live by the same thing. I don't know y'all's experiences with. I know dudes probably be on the same wave. If you got somebody who says, even hints that they don't love their self, do not date them. Do not date them. They are not ready. They are not capable.
They're not capable of a healthy relationship. Because they don't love themselves, so how are they gonna love you? The best person to be in a relationship with is somebody who loves themselves.
Exactly.
Because it's gonna be so much easier for them to communicate, be a better person. Y'all be better people together because there's such great energy going on in the relationship. Now, when you get to them people who, I want to kill myself, I want to do all that, go ahead and do that on your own, big fella. When I get to hell, well, you probably going to hell. But when I get to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to see you, it's over with. Because it's just like, there's just not, to me, since I've been a little kid, I've always felt like there's no reason for you to be sad or depressed, especially when you got the same 24 hours as every other person.
It's not necessarily true.
How?
Because there's a lot of things out of your control that you can't. Because here's the thing, right? You can't complain about somebody who got to level 100 because it doesn't matter. With your outset, there's some things you can't trick your brain out of thinking, right?
Yeah,
if you see somebody get to a level 100 on easy mode and you're on level 5 on expert veteran mode, all right? Like, there is just because you're like, bro, why when this happens, and it's very hard to think yourself out of that.
Right.
But you can't, you have to enjoy the ups, you have to experience the downs.
Yeah, that is true, but I feel like as soon as you open your eyes after that REM sleep, it's go time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, oh, okay, the happiness comes when you open your eyes and you're like, okay, I got another shot at this.
Yeah.
Like I can do this again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand people who.
But you can be depressed once you start that day. You can become depressed.
Oh yeah, you can come. But yeah. You can become depressed, but it's like you got to find a way out of it.
The beauty of life is that you get to get up, God willing, and do it again or try again
tomorrow, right? And I think a lot of people just don't realize that, or they can't mentally picture it because of what's going on around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you have to move yourself away from toxicity a lot. Because if you don't, then it's a sad story.
Bro, listen, and a lot of people, I think once you can develop that, you will get to the points that you need to be in, like a pitcher or a quarterback or a point guard. Those are positions I grew up playing.
Right.
So when you go out there and you fumble a snap or you throw an interception or you mess up a handoff, you missed a 3-point shot, you mess up the play, you miss your free throws. What else for that? Baseball, you walk a person, somebody hits a home run on you. You have to walk up to that next pitch, that next shot, that next play, and pretend like nothing happened. Right? And I think a lot of people don't develop that in their work ethic and relationships. Because I know people, like, if I find out that a relationship is bad for me and it comes to an end, because I'm going to try to save it until it ends.
Yeah.
Right? But when it ends, I understand this is the last play and we have to move on to the next play may be with the same person, right? When we develop into that space. But now that is the old play. And people, I've had dudes, most people know this story, right? I dated a girl. When we broke up, a dude that I was cool with started dating her. And everybody
like,
in
how
their
recent
circle,
was it?
This was a long time ago.
No, I'm saying, like, from when he started.
It was like a couple weeks.
Okay, yeah, that's dirty.
But mind you, I dated her for like 5 years, right?
Okay.
So,
yeah, that's dirty. Oh, yeah, that's dirty.
I don't necessarily, I don't care.
Yeah.
So, the people couldn't fathom, and I seen like people from that group acting shifty around because they knew, they're like, oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? But after they went through their relationship and then they broke up, me and him sat down and talked to him. We just happened to be in the same place. And he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's telling the story about them because everybody else knows that part. So like you talk about what goes on in your life.
Right.
I just happened to be in the room. I told him like, bro, look, when it was over with, I didn't care. Like she has moved my life has to keep going.
Right.
I'm not about to sit here and think about the last play that failed.
Right.
I got to move on to the next things in life.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, that's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's some real adult stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we didn't have to have this weird relationship this whole time.
Because you are the person that did it, okay?
Yeah.
But people, like, when people do grimy stuff like that, they feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're going to get back.
Their guilt is what kills them. It's
exactly.
like, oh, okay, I'm just not going to be around this person because now I'm dating this person. So it would make
it feel some type of way.
It's going to make it socially awkward. Oh, my God. And people put too much thought into things because I don't care. Like, it's just that simple. Like, I don't care. Like, never did. I know. So I can be like, oh, okay, cool, but I don't care. Like, it's just, I don't care. But you rarely find people like that because a lot of people will be like, I don't care. But
they really do. And people got to be honest with themselves. I'm somebody who I cannot care. But you, just because I don't care, don't mean that you don't care.
Right.
And you don't have to be like me.
Right.
You have to figure out how your emotions work and deal with your emotion. That's why therapy is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, therapy is great. Trust me. Therapy, if dudes got therapy more, or at least had somebody with a good intention or good experience talk to them, we would have way better men.
For sure. Because I think people don't know how to process their emotions.
No, because you got to understand, we're evolution of people, right? Okay, cool. When we had to do nothing but work, it was so easy for us.
Yeah.
Because all we were doing was working. Now we're working, we're thinking, we're having to process stuff. Yeah. We're having to
We only had to survive.
Yeah, we only had to survive. Now we're not
to prosper.
Yeah, now we're trying to prosper. Now it's like, oh man, I got to do this. I have to do this. I don't have to, like, I can't just work. I gotta do this. Like, I gotta come home. I gotta do it. Like, it's just so much that you have to do now. It's like, it's different. That's why a lot of dudes fold. Like they fold because they don't know how to deal with all what they're dealing with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and like, I'm a person, I didn't go through therapy. I just learned how the brain worked. So when my brain did certain things and I caught myself feeling certain ways, I understood why.
Right.
And that's what therapy does for people. These are people who learn about how your brain reacts and help you come to the conclusion of why you feel the way you feel.
See, I didn't do therapy, but I always learned from my experience, because if you don't reflect on everything that has happened, you're going to end up in the same spot. Yep. So a lot of times, like, if I ended a relationship, I would reflect, like, okay, like, this is where this spot of the relationship went wrong. This is where this friendship went wrong. How do I be a better friend? How do I be a better person? Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't. But you still reflect on those times where you're like, oh, okay, nah, that was wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all therapy, just reflecting, and you know, whatever your therapy is, because therapy could be prayer, it could be you know, meditating, all those things, but you do need that kind of common ground to reflect on what's going wrong, because something's going wrong. No matter if it's you or the other person, something's going wrong in the situation. You feel me? So yeah, it's definitely good to have therapy. And I think we as a race, if we were more open to talking to people. See, the problem is, back in the day, you wasn't supposed to have nobody in your business. Yeah. You know, especially we live in the South. You didn't want people in your business. You didn't want you don't want people to know your husband out here fucking everybody and got another kid. You didn't want that because it looked like an embarrassment on you. Yeah. But now you need to talk about these things
so people can understand,
right? And like, when I read this post the other day about how men commit suicide more than anybody else, I'm like, that's just because they don't talk. They don't say nothing. They keep everything on hush mode and try to handle everything because they're a man. So it's like, I put that in quotation marks, not to make fun of anybody, but to let you know, like, being a man is talking. It is getting those feelings out, having those uncomfortable conversations with whoever, because it's going to stop a lot of that hurt and pain that you have. You know what I'm saying?
I think we come from a part. I learned this thing called cellular memory, right? When I went to these caves in Chattanooga. And so what cellular memory is like, sometimes certain fears and phobias can be genetic. Right? So they develop from like, you could have a fear of spiders because like our ancestors a long time ago, when spiders used to be 4 feet tall, they feared them.
Right.
And to protect their children, your cells pass that on to your children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why arachnophobia is here
real.
today.
Yeah.
Right? So for guys especially, when you were a hunter-gatherer, you know what I'm saying, when guys were going to war, when it was only men fighting, there could be some cellular memory for us to say like, hey, when you see another man, put your defenses up.
Right.
And we've
especially man you don't know. Exactly. So you're like, okay, let me put my defense up.
But even ones that you do know.
Yeah,
because
right.
there's a lot of people who died by the people who were around them and not necessarily their opposition.
Mm-hmm,
so you learn that, look, I'm the man. I have to, and I have to create my own, because if I don't, you're gonna take it from me. But that's where all my fallouts come from, though.
Yeah, but see, like, okay, I'm gonna go back to what you said. You said you was visiting where?
Chattanooga.
Okay, so a lot of us don't realize there's more to life than the fucking 4 walls that we're in. Mm-hmm. So I think that's another problem that we have. We're just so accustomed to everyday life of what we're living instead of integrating.
People think their reality is the only reality.
Exactly.
It's not true.
Like, bro, you can go to a football game right now and you will see 5 people that you've never seen ever in your life.
Yeah.
You can drive down 85 and you'll never see that red Honda ever again in your life. Like, people, like, but you have, like, people don't really think about that on a daily basis, but you really got to think about that on a daily basis. Like, your experience and your trajectory is different from the next man's experience and trajectory. So it's just like, man, like, dude, you got to. Dang, I can't even think about what I'm saying. But it's just like
you gotta expand like your experience in life.
Right.
The more
expand
experience that you have, or the more, because that's why people. That's why certain things and certain cultures travel so fast, because people go somewhere and they say, bro, you ever had an empanada, bro? I went to Mexico. I'm trying to bring empanadas back to the hood.
It's so crazy you said that. I just told my girl, tonight we having empanadas. Can you go to grocery?
Oh, yeah. So it's things like that people don't realize, like, or you see a way that, like, dang, this relationship dynamic, the one that I grew up on in like my city that I seen most people have, I really like that, because that's not my personality.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta go live with the people who live like you. Right. And some people, it's unfortunate because, like, for example, like, we went to school with all types of kids. We went to school with you know what I'm saying, people of the LGBT community. We went to school with gothic kids. We went to school with you know what I'm saying, die-hard, prideful patriot, you know what I'm saying? But we were all in the same vicinity. Now, the way you became a die-hard patriot, your at-home life may not be who your actual personality type is like, but you try to replicate what you've seen, right? You might be a hippie at heart, like, bro, listen, peace, love, I hate. You got to go live with those people, right? And that's why I think America is so beautiful. A lot of people, they talk bad about America, and I put it like this: when you're at the, like, when you are so close to the bottom, or the pressures of the system put you towards the bottom, it's very hard to believe in it. When you get to the middle and you start seeing how things may appear to be very toxic, and that's where, like, a lot of the Twitter kids exist, right? Because you're seeing parts of life, but you don't know what actually is going on.
Yeah, right.
There becomes a point, I promise y'all, where you make it past that and you're able to say, like, we're all just on different teams. Kind of, but we all want each other team to win. But I want my team to win
more, a little bit more.
Not even more. Where I'm at.
Oh, where you're at.
Yeah, where I'm at. This is where I want it to be. And then there's probably other stuff that I don't know higher than. But for Mr. Beast's example, right? He did Squid Games, and he brought people out, and I seen people on the internet like, yo, he spent $3 million on this. He could have just gave that money away, not knowing that Mr. Beast got a philanthropy channel that he give away food all month.
Bro, oh man, I can't stand people like that.
And people would think he was actually gonna kill people.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, y'all have no clue what actually goes on.
You're just saying
people who hate Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah.
You know, Y'all could hate Jeff Bezos all you want from your knowledge. I would ask you, what would you need Jeff Bezos to do for you to feel like he's not as bad as you think he is?
First of all, he's not bad in my eyes, because you got to think about it. He did what he had to do to make you available to use the products that you're using now.
Exactly.
You can't hate the man but love his product.
Yeah.
You can't,
because the convenience of what he gave
exactly,
you to your
because
life.
who doesn't use Amazon?
Yeah.
Crazy. No, exactly. So he did what he had to do to get to where he at. Your level of hate means nothing. Okay. Yeah. Because it just goes back to like cancel culture and all this other stuff, bro.
It's misunderstanding. That's what it is.
All it is misunderstanding, because you don't understand. There's times where he could have just said, "Forget all this."
But you know what's crazy though? A lot of people don't know this, right? So there's a thing called overtime basketball. Like, they created a league for high school kids that instead of you going to the NCAA and they give you a $30,000 a semester tuition, but they make millions of dollars off you, we're going to come let you play from 16 or 15 to 18, 16 to 18. We're going to come let you play for us, get the scouts to come see you here, and we're going to pay you $6 figures while you do it. Guess who was one of the investors for it? Jeff Bezos, right? But you're so mad. But
you're so
he
mad
had to
about
build Amazon to be able to give money to do that.
Give back.
To take black kids out of the hood. Look, take black kids from a predatory practice of a big university. Say, look, the only way you can get to make them millions is to come through us. And when you come through us, you're not going to make nothing. We're going to make all the money. And once you get there, most of the time, you're going to come back from the money that you made and bring it back to the school. What they created was a way for people to say, you know what? Actually, you can just make your money now. You can get your moms a new house as a 16-year-old, and we're going to build this to a point where you can still go to the league.
Still go to the league, right.
But people don't understand that. People don't understand that Amazon gave people who are at home and can think of drop shipping a way to open stores and become millionaires.
While he's still becoming a billionaire. Like, people just see what they see in front of them, don't do no research, and then be like, oh, I hate this. Like, you did no research whatsoever. You're just speaking on a post that was posted on the Shade Room, and now you think you're the most knowledgeable. But see, it goes back to, like, I just want to say this. You're on the internet and you're writing your post, you're writing your hate percentage, you're writing all this stuff. I just want you to know your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays people just feel like their opinion matters. It doesn't. What matters, you need to go find that in life. Not writing down on the Shade Room, commenting all your little hateful shit. That doesn't matter. Your opinion does not matter. Stop thinking that it matters, because it doesn't. All right.
But see, I think in society you need those type of people too. That's what makes a society function. And that's why I think another reason why I think America, the system we have in place, right? Though we have bad origins, right? At where we are existing now, and some of those origins still, there's people who still think that. Yeah. I'm never going to say that's not true, right? But there are people who still believe those origins, but it gives people the ability to migrate to where they naturally are, right? Because you may be able to be a millionaire. You're able to get there, right? Now, through some of our origins, it may be that the system makes it a lot harder for you. I will never not acknowledge that as a thing. But, you know what I'm saying? If you put in, I don't want to say it like that, because that's like, you could do anything, because trust me, there are people that are there to stop you.
To stop you. I was about to say, because you can't say that you can do everything when sometimes it's just not possible. Yeah. Like that. Like, sometimes it's really just not possible. It goes back to, like, me, one thing on the court, I'm not a big LeBron James fan, especially on the court. But off the court, I think he's like the best, bro. He donates to, he's like a real phenomenal guy outside the court. But it's just like, everybody can't be him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if they tried, they still can't be him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I wish everybody could be on the same playing field.
I think people don't understand what it takes to be at that level.
And that's the other thing. It takes so much to be at that level. that you probably don't have that in you.
Yeah.
Like you seriously don't. It takes so much. You got to think about it. Every moment that I walk out my house, there's cameras. Every time I'm just trying to be me, there's cameras. I can be me. Don't get me wrong. You can be you, but there's just certain things that you just can't do. Like there's just certain things that LeBron James cannot do, and he has had that pressure for so long that he's kind of different from everybody, so he knows how to adjust and be with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like my favorite basketball player was Kobe Bryant because I watched him growing up. Kobe's problem was he wasn't a people's person. So he's not that type, and he wasn't a people person because he hated people. He just wanted everybody to be great and felt like everybody could be great under a system if I applied pressure. It's not true. It's not possible.
Some people just aren't.
Some people just can't. Because think about it. He got Dwight Howard, and when Dwight Howard came to play with him, he was some shit. So you can't push everybody to be great because everybody can't handle the pressure.
And everybody's way to become great isn't necessarily
the same, right? Because Warren Buffett is a millionaire, but he didn't do the same thing that Jeff Bezos did. Elon Musk is here, but he didn't get the money same way he did. It's like everybody has a different path. You just got to excel in your path and make you great for the path that you want it to be in.
So, I mean, that's really all it comes down to is like people understanding like who they are. Some people, because I never understood this, but this is where life experiences get you. When I got into battle rap, I was going into a place where like people were rapping about all the drugs they sold, all the money they made. But then after the event, they like, hey, bro, give me a 4 for $4 from Wendy's. I'm like, nigga, you just rapped 3 rounds about having bread. What did you? But, and then I never understood how like they enjoy life. I'm like, but then I realized some people are okay with going to work, having just enough money to pay your bills, playing dominoes on the weekend, drinking and chilling,
smoking. Because I'm from Alabama, and I'll be looking at I'll be looking at people I see, and I'll be like, you're okay with this type of life? I got a cousin who said, I'll never get on a plane. I said, bro, how you going to get to places? I'm going to drive. I said, what about going overseas? Yeah, probably a boat or something. I said, bro, you're never going to get a plane. I said, bro, you're tripping. But he doesn't go anywhere that he doesn't drive. So he just like limits his life because it's like, but he's okay with that because he's like, I'm cool with living this life here. But it's just like, it's just like life because you're always going to find a boss and you're always going to have workers. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody can be a boss, but they can be some workers.
And I look, okay, this is about to be very controversial. Y'all could go ahead and cancel me now. 4th episode of the TPA podcast. Listen, the same way that everybody says everybody can't be bosses, somebody got to be workers. Our community, we have this thing with kings and queens, right? Now look, where there exist kings and queens, everybody's not kings and queens.
Everybody's not kings and queens.
In order to have a king or a queen, you have to have an infrastructure under you, okay? If you have no infrastructure under you, then you just can't be the word boss is somewhat. Now, people say we came from king. That's fine. But until we build ourselves to the stature of a boss, which is almost synonymous with the word king, we have not gotten to the point where we can say we're all kings. And that is not that is a very false statement, because what that does is for the people, this is why I created this podcast, right? Because what I learned is people seen my vision, they were along for the ride. But then they wanted to be the king or queen,
the king of
but
the
they didn't understand the creation of the infrastructure, right? So they would hop ship to somewhere else, or they would try to burn it down, so they would be left with the advancement that they've gotten. And I created a podcast because the concept of we're all kings and queens is the reason why I had so many falls out. So I created this so I could say, here, you can come be a king of your infrastructure that won't break mine. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you can come on here and say, oh, I got this business, blah, blah. Now you almost have it as a door. I wanted to create a doorway for all my homies to get rich.
Right.
But if all of them think they're the king when I'm trying to put them on, I can't put you on.
You can't put them on, bro. To be honest, okay, so if I've ever had a conversation about you to other people, it's always the same. I always say, okay, he realizes the goal, the end, how it has to be, and he's gonna excel at that point at any time. Yeah. But that's you being the boss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A boss understands his role from the intro. Yeah. I mean, it like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, they knew that they were going to have followers, and they knew where to lead them to. And the people that tried to kill them were the followers that hated them and wanted to be where they were at. And that's the problem with society. That's the problem with a group of friends. The leader is the leader. I mean, shit, it was a red Power Ranger for a reason. Yeah. They knew that all the other Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were strong enough to be on their own, but they needed a leader.
To my nigga Tommy pulled up, you know what I'm saying?
Until Tommy came in and destructed everything. But it's just like they needed a leader so that they knew, oh, okay, this is how we're going to beat the villains every time. We just following behind the leader, the king.
And
you know
people are upset with that. And this is why I'm saying everybody for us to grow, it's like the crab in the bucket thing, right? So in order for us to grow, people have to specialize in certain things. Right. There are people, I am very good at taking your talent, figuring out how to mix it all for us all to be successful. But what people see is once everybody becomes successful, they see the whole thing and they want it all. Because they believe I should be the king of my destiny, which you should be, but you have to understand there may be an infrastructure that you are under. Even you might be the king of back then. You may be the king of this area over here, but you pay taxes to Caesar.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Now they came in there, they gave y'all a way to create an infrastructure, and that infrastructure rose, right? And then you see like, man, I'm feeling like Caesar today. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But that just goes back to anything. Whenever you're a big dog, somebody always has to come and try to take you out. But I think it sucks more when it's somebody in the team that tries to come and take you out, because like you wouldn't have none of this. You wouldn't have none of this if it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I mean, but that's why a lot of teams, relationships, people fall out, because you want to be the king so bad and you don't know how. Yeah. You want to be the boss so bad and you don't know how. And I think people need to realize it's okay as long as you're still flourishing and being great in life. It's okay to not be the king. Yeah. Like it's okay, but you know, everybody want to be the king.
Just like everybody, like, bro, Jeff Bezos could say tomorrow, like, you know what? I'm the president of the United States. I make all the money here. Right. You know what I'm saying?
He can.
But he understands the infrastructure you're under. There's certain, everybody is going to have somebody above them. Right?
Right.
And I just don't think, and this doesn't make you less of a person to do it.
Bro, and that's the crazy part. People think, like, it's just like, okay, we go back to lifestyle here. A lot of people who do money illegally look at the 9-to-5ers and be looking at them like, bro, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Like, and you're like, and they're always like, I'm my own boss. You're not. If you're a drug dealer, you're not your own boss. Why?
You are dictated by all your customer service.
Exactly. You're dictated by your customer service. You still have to get your product from somewhere. None of your product is man-made. Yeah. You still have. So you're not a boss. So that type of thinking is what really ruins a lot of y'all, because y'all be thinking y'all are big boss dog, big hunch dog, and you're really not.
You are in a pyramid scheme just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. You are just like everybody else. You are not different, okay? You have to answer to somebody. You got to answer to your plug. You got to, because you definitely got a plug, okay? Unless... I'm not talking to the people who grow their own shit, okay? If you grow your own shit, you are technically a boss.
First of all, if you selling weed, there may be some weed growers out here that make money. Yeah. We know where the real bread is. And that stuff ain't made, okay?
Exactly.
So all y'all got a boss.
Yeah, exactly. Right? All y'all got a boss, unless you making the real, But it's just like you gotta... I just feel like people like that need to be humbled more, because, well, they're about to be humbled more. Yeah. Like, seriously, y'all about to be humbled more. Y'all just don't even know it. Yeah. But you got to understand, like, you are not like, you're not the salt in the swat of your own shit. So don't start shitting on these other people who are in a system that is still providing for them just the legal way.
Yeah, because there's benefits to both. You're a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? You could shut down shop for a week and go. But you don't get PTO,
But you don't get PTO. Right. So you can't, you're not getting paid.
And here's the other thing. When somebody goes into their job and they clock in and they clock out, when they go home, they don't got to worry about their job. You got to worry about walking outside
and getting shot, or somebody stealing something from you, or somebody robbing your house. There's so much,
or somebody asking you to return to work.
Right. You can't live a natural life.
Hey, I'm trying to get a zip right now.
Right now. Because guess what? If you're not right there at your home, he's going to go down the street to somebody who's at his home. So now you just missed $350. You know what I'm saying? Like, you missed all your money. Now you like, fuck. Like, okay. Yeah, no, some people don't want that.
You paying $350 for zips?
No, I'm not paying $350
That's crazy. Okay.
No way. Hey, I'm not putting out what I pay because I'm cool with people. So I don't put out what I pay, okay?
You getting whacked with
some people out here getting waxed, but I don't put out what I pay for zips. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's just some people just don't want to deal with that. So don't try to shit on the other man because he want to live a peaceful life. Like that. And to be honest, like, that's what I realized when I transitioned from promoting all the time to working these 9-to-5 jobs, well, really selling cars.
Yeah.
I had so much freedom, but it wasn't a headache.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could still make the money and I don't have as much headache as I have to deal with. There's not a lot of overhead. I just make my money and go home.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta work till 4:00 in the morning to get paid. Wait till the club promoters count down all the money. I can just go straight home. Like, I can get done with the party. I can go straight home. I go to work, sell a couple cars. I get paid direct deposit. I don't have to worry about all this.
Yeah.
You gotta worry. Like, when you're doing other stuff, you have to worry so much. And the ones who say they don't worry are the ones stressing.
Yeah.
Like, those are the ones stressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy I don't have to walk around with a gun on me 24/7.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy that I have to. Yeah. I'm happy that I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because what do people want me for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that they want me for. They just, you're just a regular. That type of non-stress is so good when you've been living the stress for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, man. It's just real different.
I think people got to understand that, though. Like, sometimes it's good to be able to detach from. Some people gotta live.
Some people,
like,
that's what I'm about to say. But some people gotta live a fast-paced life. Like, even my friends, they be like, "Dang, you don't even go out that much no more." But they not understanding that I'm not going out because, like, dude, I got millionaire ideas that need to be excelled. Those millionaire ideas is not finna come up from me just sitting here doing what y'all doing.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The club is what got me all my millionaire ideas. Cause I go in there. My thing is, what I'm very talented at is looking at something, being able to understand how it works, and then, like, what is it called? Reverse engineering it for myself.
For yourself.
Right? So when I go to the club, the first time I went to the club and I sat down was I took my homie KJ out for his 18th birthday, went to Mirza. I went to Mirza and I sat down and I looked around. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I looked around, seen everybody drinking. Because I just learned the price of alcohol. Because when you turn 18, I think I turned 21. And I was going to Kennesaw parties, right? So I would go to Kennesaw parties. We would go to the liquor store, pick up liquor for, like, everybody who's going to be in a party. And I was like, hold on. I just got a Long Island. They charged me $12. But the bottle that they used to make it cost this.
Yeah, right.
But they have everybody in this.
Right.
How did they do this? And then I sat there and I just started to develop how to create a community of people who all like to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They have fun. You get paid, even exchange.
Right.
And that's where we was in experience last night. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, okay, I see how the DJ is, or the host is working, getting
Everybody
the followers up on the Instagram, giving out bottles. These people are over here. These people are over here. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the and watching it work. Last night, I think I understand the rap or hip hop industry more than ever. I understand why people do samples way more, because the DJ, he has a mixed crowd. So he'll play the old song, get all the older people in there, because older people are the ones with money. So usually you find a club, it's old people. Kids start to find out about it. They start going, and then the kids end up taking over, and then like the rich kids come in, and they're the ones who spend their money the most, because they haven't learned the things the old people learned. They don't have old money like the old people have. So when you have a mixed crowd, you got to play the sample, right? The older people get lit. Then you drop the new version of it, like that. The Who I Smoke. When that came on, the older people was lit. There was some people from New York with us that was like, "Yo, what is this?" I was like, "Nah, wait till it drop." And then when it dropped, it was and it exposes you to older art, newer art, and everybody has fun in it, right? But there's business at the end of the day that has to be done, and that's where a lot of people don't understand why things just can't happen.
Bro, trust me, I know, because sometimes people. I mean, all the time, people just look at the end result and think, boom, it just happened like that. Like, no, it's nowhere near to happen like that. You don't understand what happened before even this Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on Wednesday, like, you know, we had a college crowd. You don't understand, shoot. Starting from Thursday all the way up to Tuesday, we're out here telling people, oh, okay, pull up. We're in DMs. We over here passing out flyers and stuff like that. All you're seeing is everybody in one location. How do you even think that happened? You think people just was like, oh, okay, I know where to go. No, it's like, it's so much that goes into it, but people only see the final product. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why a lot of times rappers, they're always promoting their music at clubs, because they're like, oh, okay, I know that if 5 or 6 people can hear my song and they like it, they're going to share it to 5 or 6 friends or such and such.
You know who got the power, though?
The DJ.
No. You know who got no. Somebody got the DJ over the power over the DJ. Women have the power.
Oh, women have
whatever
the most power.
Music women listen to.
Women have the most power in music.
So you know the best place for music to pop off at?
Where?
The strip club.
Yeah, women have the most power in music industry,
because them girls, and people talk so bad about them, right? Those girls bring patrons through the door, all right? And they play that music, and them dudes who come in there with what song is this? I remember I was in we was in Strokers, remember? and Dion Homeboy's song came on. I said, yo.
Yeah, right.
This is hard. Nigga standing right next to you.
Nigga standing next to you. You know, you're like, what? This kind of hard. You're like, oh, it's you? Oh, man. Yeah, like, that jump, bro, the girls really can control the music industry, because if they listening to, like, if you're an R&B artist, you want every girl who's going through a heartbreak to play your song, okay? You want, if you got a song where it makes you love your nigga, you want the girl to play the song. You know what I'm saying? So girls do have the most power in the music industry, because dudes, we're only going to listen to a certain amount of people and make them hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only gonna listen to certain people, be like, he fine. But girls, they'll listen to any and everybody. They be waiting on some new music to drop.
I think it's because guys have the inherent thing of like, I gotta protect what I got going on. Right. So I don't just want to, but that's actually not how life works. I know people who trade stocks, right? And they won't tell people what they invest in. That is not how investing works. Investing, you want as many people as possible to know what you're investing in. That way the stock price goes up and y'all all can eat
together. But people don't understand. But it goes back with the sauce. Some people be thinking, oh, okay, I got the sauce. I got this secret recipe. I'm not going to tell anybody because it's my secret recipe. They got that from their grandmama, okay? Their grandmama used to never tell until the grandmama was old and couldn't make the recipe no more. That's when she gave it to her daughters. But that's not how life works. If everybody had the sauce, we all could excel and make more sauce and make everything even better. But you people want to hide the sauce for no reason.
Because there's art, right? Art is based off of exclusivity, right? There is only one authentic Mona Lisa.
Yes.
In the world.
In the world.
So that is worth a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're investing your money, when you're growing businesses, exclusivity, you don't have to do it by yourself. You want people to know about, because you gotta look at stocks just the way you look at clothes, right? You want a clothing company to blow up, you need this person to wear it. They say, yo, look at this new, you know what I'm saying, fit from this company. And then people look, oh yeah, let me. Yeah. Then it gets stocks exposure. Are the same way.
Exactly.
And that gives the people who build the infrastructure of the company, the funding to do what they need to do.
You know, okay, so crypto.com. Everybody's on crypto.com right now. Crypto.com actually shows you how much money is getting invested into the cryptos. Yeah. But people aren't looking at that. They're looking at the trends and saying, oh, okay, this is going to hit here. No, fool. Look what people are dumping into these cryptos. That way, you know, you're not the only person that as soon as you start seeing those millionaires drop 100K, 500K, you're going to like, oh, okay, so it is a community effort. It's not just me putting in my $50 and getting 500 back. No, fool. It's somebody putting in $6 million and they're getting a $10 million return.
Bro, I seen people put $20 and get the $26 and not want to tell nobody what.
Like,
bro, listen. If you got $20 and all your homies put in, y'all aren't gonna really budge the stock price like that.
Yeah, but
as a collective, y'all will give the company the tools, the financial capital that they have. But to be able to execute their plan and become a big company.
It's all in the mind. It just goes back to us when we were talking about kings and queens. Like, you make this much and you think, oh, okay, I did that. You're scared that if you tell me, hey,
I'm going to benefit too off of it.
No, I'm going to benefit more. And that's the scary part. For you to put somebody on and they be better than you. No, they're not better than you because they're nothing if you had not have gave them that point that you have. If you didn't give it to them, they would be nothing. So stop mentally shortening yourself because you're thinking, oh, he's going to be better than me.
But it's not necessarily being better than you. It's not necessarily that they would be nothing because they might have found another way.
Yeah, they might have found another way, but not necessarily nothing, but they're not going to be what you think they're not the harm that you think they're causing. Yeah. There we go. Because it's like, bro, if I teach you how to make 26 mil, but you teach me how to make 50 mil, I'm okay with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's great. And
here's the thing. If I can teach you how I made $26 million and you're able to make 50 and I fall off at some point in life, you may be able to get me back to 26 million. Right. This is why you have to make sure your friends can be successful too. I know people that get big. I had discussions with people who I thought we were on the same mission, right? We had money not going to change us. As soon as they got money, everybody else became beneath them, bro. And you cannot build what you need to, and you'll find out that when you treat people like that, you'll understand that everybody is trying to run their own kingdom, right? And if you're trying to take all the fruits of the labor for everybody around you, and you don't want anybody else to benefit from it, your kingdom's gonna eventually die.
But see, like,
you're gonna stop getting the connect. The reason people come around me and they advance so quick is because I have all the. There's nothing you can tell me that you want to do, and I don't have 5 people that can help you do it,
bro. Okay, so let me tell you something. Okay, so this is my problem. This is why I kind of left the promo game too. Yeah. A lot of times you can build up the strongest team. Yeah. Then somebody from your clique is going to try to drag everything that you've done, made, everything, and try to make it their own and make it another alley. But it's just like, if you had stayed a team player, that little money that you're making could have been so much crazier. Yeah, it could have been so much more if you learned how to just be a team member. It's nothing. People don't understand. It's nothing wrong with being the second guy. Yeah, LeBron has a second guy that's still making more money than your first guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody, Jay-Z got a first man that's making way more money than your man's. Okay, and you gotta like
making more than your team. collectively, nigga. Like
and you like people just want to be the next man so bad, and it's just like, bro, you can't even handle being the next man. So why are you trying? You know what I'm saying? Learn how to fall in line and do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how you learn. If somebody is good in an area, follow them in that area.
Right.
Because that's their expertise. If you try to specialize in everything, you will become a jack of all trades, a master of none. Master what you're good at, let the masters of everything else become good.
That goes to all these. I'm not speaking on everybody who's a guru right now on IG, because some of them are real guru. If first of all, if your guru can't show you his tax bracket, he's lying to you. Okay, and if real official, he's lying to you. But all these new gurus, they're telling you how to do this and telling you how to do that, and they're only giving you half the sauce. Yeah, it's just like, man, you because
they don't want you.
Because they don't want you to do what they do and make more, because it's the fear.
Bro, listen, everybody who I have ever helped on YouTube and life, everybody has become more successful at whatever. Because my job, I feel like my ability isn't to be the best at everything I do. My ability is to find out how to become the best in this, and one of my friends who didn't know how to get through that door, push them through that door to get the success. They become the best at that, right? I have friends who are very good at certain things. And if I can find a doorway for you to go through that, this is your passion, I can connect you to how to make money off of it. That is my talent. Right? That's why I have friends who we did a podcast with Nick from way before the fame on Shaking My Head podcast. And I told him, like, I want to be able to do things in life and all my friends be able to pay for themselves. Right. Because like I hear these rappers say, yo, you know what I'm saying? You asked me for 20 bands. I don't want none of my homies to ask me for 20 bands.
You want to know why I don't want you to ask me for 20 bands?
I want you to make the 20 bands yourself. Because I want you to make
the 20 bands yourself. I want you to be like, hey, dog, we finna go to Cancun right now. I already booked my hotel. You're gonna say, bet, I already spent 25 bands. We good. I got it. Look, we gone. Like, I want those type of people. I don't want the people that say, let me buy 500 till tomorrow. Yeah. Let me buy 500 next week.
And I'm around people, like, people respect me, right? We went to Havana, right? So we're in Havana. I'm with, you know what I'm saying? Some people that I have a cordial relationship with. Some people, it was my first time, like, chilling with them. Right? We go to the bar, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's getting drinks. And he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Pass me your card. Now, mind you, I'm a type of person, like, if we're all out together and we're all ordering together, one person just pay for it, bro.
Right.
It's not that deep, right?
Because if anything, cash at me.
Yeah. If it comes down to that. And I told, like, he was trying to tell the bartender, obviously the music loud, right? And he's trying to tell her, like, put this one on this card. I said, bro, just put everything on my card, bro. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
We'll go out for we went out for one of my other homies' birthdays, and we go in the liquor store, we get it, and he's like, how much you want me to cash out me for the bottle? I'm like, bro, nigga, it's $50, bro. Yeah. We don't count money because our mission is for all of us to be rich.
Bro, I want to scream because I promise you, I hate that. Okay, if this supposed to be gang, if this supposed to be for lifers, is it whatever you want to call it, then if we go out and I got it, I got it. It like, why are we going out anyway and you ain't got it? Yeah. All right, so what's the point of you coming around? You need to be at home mastering your craft to figure out why you're not the one saying, hey, I got it. Yeah. My girl used to have to tell me, stop doing that. Yeah. Because that would be me. I would be the one, okay, you ain't got $100 bet. All right, I got you this time. Okay, y'all can't pay for the bottle. I'll pay for the whole bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girlfriend had to tell me, hey, calm down. Yeah. Because you're not doing it with the right group of people.
Listen, guys, that's why your girlfriend is important.
She's very important to you because
she's not going to be emotionally invested in the things and decisions that you're making that you are. She is your, look, this is why relationships are very valuable, all right? Whether you hate your partner is not going to be emotionally invested in your situations with your friends, and they will give you an outlook that is best for
you,
the team.
You're right.
Yeah, so they look at and somebody, I learned this quote, you know what I'm saying? They said, a lover makes you weak. Yeah. A partner makes you strong. right? So if you have a partner, they're gonna say, "Yo, look, they're draining you over there, right? They're messing up what we got going on." And that's why a lot of people, they run into problems because it's my problems versus your problems. Right. That's not how a relationship should be. Right. It should be us versus the problems we have.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
But you got to learn that because
exactly.
a lot of people have been in toxic relationships, so it's hard to know, oh, okay, no, this person is right. A lot of times you're just like, yeah, I see you say you're seeing it this way because you're hating, or you're seeing this way because you're mad, or you just don't want me to be friends with this person. But you got to stop thinking like that. You got to start thinking, okay, why are you saying that this is not right? Why are you saying, oh, okay, stop doing this? And I had to think about it. I'm like, okay, so I shouldn't be paying for everybody to get drunk because they need to handle everything in their life so that they can be drunk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that sounds crazy, but it's true. It's absolutely true. I'm spending $300, $600 a week on bottles. Bro, it was bad. Yeah. Like, because I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
I want to have fun. These my friends. They ain't got it,
and
but I got it.
That was my problem. I wanted everybody to have fun. I wanted everybody to feel how I felt when I got a bottle coming out, and I know it's nothing to me. Yeah. But then I had to start thinking, it's nothing to me, but it's something to them. Yeah. You feel me? Like, they are not capable of doing this, and I'm never going to grow because this is my weakest link. Yeah. Now, once I identify you as my weakest link, and you don't find no way to make yourself a stronger link, then I got to go. Yeah. And I learned that from being in a relationship because it's just like, I can't keep trying to bring people with me that can't do it and aren't able to do it.
Everybody's not supposed to come with you. Right. Every door you go
Every door you go to.
You're going to have friends that when you go out to parties, date a man. You're going to have friends that can come to your crib. You're going to have friends that could never know where you live.
Yeah.
Right? True. Everybody can't. Yeah. People's problem is, and it comes from the idea that, or the rhetoric that we're all kings and because that says you can do it all.
Right.
When you label yourself as that means I can do it all. Right. So when they go to their partner, they say, I want you to be my therapist, my financial stability, my emotional stability. I want you to be there when I want to watch movies, the person who gets me better when I'm sick. Your partner isn't meant for all of that stuff. If you can have conversations with your homies or your girls that help you emotionally, that your girlfriend may not be able to do, go talk to that person.
Right.
Sometimes it is valuable to have friendships because there may be things, and you have to understand, we have to understand that we, at the end of the day, this is where most people, I think, fail. We, at the end of the day, we are one organization, one partnership, one company, one kingdom. We can't let nothing take this out, right? But where people fail is they go outside and then they're able to be influenced to do things that compromise
their organization.
That organization. But if you can understand, if you can get you a partner that understands it's us versus the world, all right, and we have to come up, then you can go have a girl friendship and your girlfriend, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I went to work and your girl she could come to your crib because your girlfriend understands he will not do anything to compromise this kingdom. Right?
That is true.
And until you find that person, your relationship will never be as fruitful as you want it to be.
You're right about that. Because, I mean, majority of everybody's problems in relationship is trust. You feel like this person is going to compromise what the woman feels like the male is going to. I mean, it can be vice versa in some cases. Is going to compromise everything in the relationship for nothing.
Bro, listen, every last one of my relationships ended because, 100% of them ended because they got to the conclusion that it's women versus men. And other people influenced them to be like that. Whether it was school, people talking like, oh, you know, you don't got no free time on the weekends because you always with him, girl, come out to us with this party. Then it becomes, I'm not a person who's going to tell you not to because I feel like you're autonomous.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do what you want. But then when you go out there, you're influenced by these people who start to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to, they don't see their value to what we got going on isn't the same as yours.
Right.
So they're going to, when they say you should do this, they're not looking out for the best interest of what you're trying to build. Mm-hmm. They're looking at it for what y'all are trying to build. Mm-hmm. Y'all are trying to build memories, friendships, blah, blah. So with the internet, all these memes that go around, it's not men versus women for me, bro. It is the people in relationships versus the people who are trying to harm their relationship.
Right. And that's it. And those memes try to harm your people are okay if your relationship is in shambles. People love it, because it's something for them to watch. Why do you think it was so juicy when Jada and Will started to talk about their problems? People thrived on that. When they were a happy couple, it's just Will and Jada. But when people saw that, that juice, they were like, oh, this is horrible. Oh my God, our perfect relationship. This is what really happened. Like, and you're just sitting there like, damn, y'all some haters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think it's necessarily haters. I think at the end of the day, it's like, damn, your life, you're this big millionaire.
Yeah, that is true.
You got the same problems as me, nigga. You ain't shit.
Yeah,
your superhero status has left.
It has left, but it's just like, it shouldn't even have to be all that because he's normal, just like me and you.
But
he's just a millionaire. People don't understand that because he's a millionaire.
But see, the entertainment industry thrives on people understanding that there is a separation between famous people and like everybody else. But it is not true. I'm here to tell y'all it's not
none
true.
Of that is true. Because I know people who are, like I said before, are richer than any famous people, and they live a normal life just like the famous people. Like, I mean, the only difference is they can go inside of Walmart and actually shop. Those other people can't, because there's so much camera time away from them that they can't really be a normal person. Like, don't y'all ever think it's weird how, like, Will Smith has neighbors that never bother them? Y'all ever thought about that? Like, they do have neighbors, you know, that live a normal life, but people are just so infatuated with famous people, and I just don't understand. Like, a famous person to me is just somebody who has more camera time to make money for their family, for what they got going on.
They make their money off of entertaining masses of people.
Entertaining masses of people. You're still a normal person. It's just you have to entertain a lot more people than I would have to entertain to make my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I see famous people. But other people, I mean, you look at it, people worship famous people. And I think that's the problem. Like, these,
because they don't see the flaws of their everyday life. That's why I tell people, like, when you start something, your friends aren't gonna be fans of you. No, because they know all of the bad stuff that goes on with you. They know that you probably broke. You know what I'm saying? You had to you drive your girlfriend car. They know all of this stuff. So, like, you're not like this godly figure to them. But that person who clicks on your video and they start busting out, they don't know none of the bad. They know you the funniest nigga that exists right now.
Right, because they don't. It's just like that, and that's why you don't get no support when you're starting stuff out from your friends, because they're just like, this motherfucker just got an idea. He ain't really doing that. Then
they don't necessarily be hating. They're like,
it's not hating. It's just like, all right, because I want to speak from this too, because I feel like when you first start, I want to see you actually do it. My support comes from 6 to 7 months from down the line, when I see this is not just hey, I just want to do this to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something you really want to do, because then I know there's going to be passion behind it. I know there's going to be something behind it. And I feel like a lot of people be down when their main people don't support them. Keep going. Keep going. Don't wait on their support. And if they're not supporting, stop being those people who, I hate when people be like, man, nobody supports me. Go find your own audience. Find your own audience. Once you find that audience, excel in it. Then all the people around you are going to congratulate you. Nobody congratulates you when you're on the bench, but when you become a starter, everybody congratulates you. Remember that. Like, I mean, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
People just got to understand the difference between your fans and your friends.
And your friends.
Your friends are not
your
the same way you think when you see such and such. Bro, listen, I'm about to Sierra Capri, Chloe Bailey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all beautiful women out there anyway. You know what I'm saying? But when I see them, their pictures, I want to be like, yo, share to story a bit about it. But I can't. But I have friends. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I swipe up on a lot of stories. I'm a swipe up man. But the reason I do it is I'm not trying to, because I do it on dudes and girls, right? for the ladies out there, I'm not swiping up on your DMs to like try to talk to you. I'm trying to hype because you posting pic. You want to be like, bro,
because that's what
you got something going on.
You're right.
I want you to understand. There's people out here that's like, yo, go you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it.
And you're in their corner. Like, that's the crazy part, because you can be in somebody's corner and then people be looking at you like, what? Like, what? Like,
yeah.
What? No, bro, I'm in that corner because I want that person to win.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to seriously win.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing more than you winning. That's all it is you winning. And I want you to win. It's just like, okay, people will go crazy. Like, you know this person?
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Like, I know that man. Like, bro, I kid you not. What was I doing? I was at work one day, and this dude was like, man, you know, I be on YouTube all the time. I said, you be on YouTube? Follow my boy Keith. He goes, he said, man, I watch your friend's reaction. He's pretty good at it. Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, that's my dog. Like, why would I not tell you like some good people to watch on YouTube? But it's just like, I'ma always push people who I see, okay, they're doing it. Like, they're doing it. It's all about support. And some people just, they don't support you like that. Like, but it's okay to not get the support. Just keep pushing, you'll get the support. Yeah, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the support. Once you get that target audience, you're fine. You're good.
Bro, because for your friends, it's just like going to the gym, right? You work out, you go home, you look in the mirror, nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
You go home, you go work out the next day, come home, look, nothing changed. But that friend who hasn't seen you in 6 months, they're going to be like, damn, my nigga, you been in the gym? You know, so I see you. Yeah. They start to see that stuff because they don't see the day-to-day activity. It's not that they didn't believe in your weight loss journey the first day you went to the gym.
Right.
It's that, like, I didn't see nothing change yet.
Right,
but sometimes when you go out there and you keep hustling and you come back, that family dinner, that Friendsgiving, that 4th of July cookout, they like
meet up.
Oh, nigga, I see you in the. Oh, my man got the whip. Let me come see it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you out here benching 250? Then no, you can get there.
You know what I'm saying? My man thighs look like, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger arms. Like, you been in the gym, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But that's really, you know, the basis of supporting people. Your friends aren't going to be your fans out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think your significant other, because you are y'all benefit the same thing. They should be your me to exceed as much as I want you to expect. You don't necessarily got to believe in what I do.
Yeah.
But you have to want me to succeed in it.
Yeah.
Just the same way I do.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we both win
from
me succeeding.
Win from this success right here. But see, that, you know, I pride you females that stick behind the rappers that can't rap. I pride y'all because y'all know if. Y'all believe in the if.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, y'all believe in the if, because if he make it, y'all on. You know what I'm saying? But some of them, when they make it, they still treat him like shit. But, you know, we keep, you know what I'm saying? At least you were supporting him while he was there.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but, with your partner, if your partner is not supporting now, if your partner doesn't support because of a certain reason and they give you an explanation, like, if they tell you can't be a rapper, like, this is trash, I would believe them.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you know you good and other people are telling you good and your spouse, whoever your significant other isn't supporting you, then leave.
Yeah, if you have a dream with no plan, it's your spouse's.
It's her job. It's their job. Yeah, it's
to be like, yo, bro, listen.
To be like, okay,
you're not taking it seriously. You got to get to doing something that you take
and especially
serious.
with us dudes, you got to realize we're already the blueprint. Okay, so if we got somebody telling us nah, then it probably more than likely ain't gonna happen. Because a woman's gonna support you in whatever you do. You can open up a bakery, your woman can be the first one eating cupcakes. She's going to. Yeah, she's gonna be there and support you. So if she's not supporting you, she might be telling you the truth and just like, hey, bro, that ain't you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And don't take a lot of people. One thing people can't handle around me is, no matter what you say, I'm going to tell you that's a good idea. But I'm going to also tell you what you could do to make your idea better. Because I want you to do good. So, like, when people talk, I can see holes in their plan.
Yeah.
Because That's what I like doing. I like understanding the plan of how things work. So while you're telling me like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, like, hey, when you do this, maybe you should do this because this is the real. I'm gonna tell you why it should be that way. But a lot of people say, man, this nigga hating on my dream. Watch me do it. I'm not trying to hate on you.
But see, people aren't open to criticism because they feel like criticism is hating or talking bad about you. No, bro, it's critiquing. Okay, it's Amazon wasn't Amazon because he just everything's gold. No, even Microsoft wasn't Microsoft because everything's gold. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take the critiquing. You gotta listen. You gotta take the feedback because if you don't take the feedback, then you're just out there winging it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You got to take the feedback. Now, that's not saying like you're playing the way you want to do it won't succeed, but people aren't going to if you think somebody is telling you something to be vindictive or to have malice on your progress, you don't need to be around that person. You don't need to be around that person. I don't want people around me who I feel like when they say something is for malintent. If I'm around you, I'm not going to tell you nothing to destroy what you got going on. And that's it.
I just want to, maybe tweak it, make it better. But that's just my vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't be wrong for another person's vision because, you're a team. And teams have to come up with strategies, plays, everything. Like, you all, but see, y'all, when I have a kid, the first thing I'm doing is put them in sports. Yeah. Because I just think sports teach you so much about life in general because you got to understand everything in life is a team. Yeah. It's literally a team sport. And without that one position, if that position's weak, you lose. Yeah. And if anything, you got a bad somebody who can't block, who can't get rebounds. You got somebody who can't get interceptions. You got somebody who can't hit. Like, that's where you're weak at. That's where you're going to lose. And I just think that is just a company is going to fire you if you're the weakest link. Yeah. Because why? Their company can't strive with your low performance. And there's going
to be a better link to put there.
Right. I got to find something better to put there. That's why people don't understand. Like, it's just in everything in general. If I'm a basketball player and my manager isn't giving me no gigs, I'm not getting no contracts outside of the NBA, I'm firing you. Yeah. Like, there's no exposure. Even with your friends. If your friends aren't helping you get into the next level, find a new group of friends.
Yeah. Like, you can still be cool. People don't understand the scaling of friendship. Just because we not hanging out on the weekend or I don't hit you up when I go out, don't mean we not friends. But for the mission I'm on right now, I have to dedicate most of my time to that mission. And during that mission, you may be a link that is incapable of, or you might be a detriment to the progression of that mission. Right. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. No. That doesn't mean I don't like you. We just, when I am moving on this mission, you are a detriment to that. And that's fine.
That perfectly fine.
Yeah. But you got to find where you can be beneficial.
Exactly. Like, that's the other problem. You got to see where you're beneficial in my life. You could be beneficial in one area. Just stay beneficial in that area. Exactly. Don't try to come over and be this. Don't try to come over. No. I need you for one thing and one thing only. Yeah. And that's where you're beneficial at. Stay there. Stay in that spot. Especially when you personally know you can't do other things. Yeah. Stay beneficial in there. That's your lane.
And it's understanding the human brain, right? Most people, our brain by construction is egocentric. Right. We think the things that happen around us are happening to us. They're not happening to you. They're just happening, right? So when they get in somewhere and they find out one spot that they're beneficial, well, I want to be beneficial over here too.
Right.
I want to be beneficial over here too. And that's not how the dynamics work.
And that's the problem. I will say a problem with a lot of friendships, you let the friendships go deeper into what they're supposed to be because, one, you don't understand, like, this person's being detrimental to you. And then, two, you're just looking for that gray area to be filled. So you let that friend who doesn't know anything about that gray area enter the gray area. And that's the problem right there. Yeah. Like, stay out of that gray area with them because they don't know what they're talking about at all. And don't even listen to what they're talking about because they don't know. They literally, don't get me wrong. Some people are not trying to harm you. It's just
Some people aren't in a position to help you.
There you go. Shoot, I couldn't have said it better. That's literally what it is. They're just not in a position to help you like you need them to. So go find that somewhere else.
Yeah. And I would be a bad friend to put that pressure on you.
But you know, sometimes you don't know you're that bad friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's a lot of the reasons. A lot of reasons like the pressure came in my relationship because like my standard because I believe you should treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
So people see that and they're like, about to date this nigga. Oh yeah. This nigga out here but they don't understand that once you cross in here, once you come in here, I'm going to expect you to be. Now it's not a monetary thing. It's not an emotional thing. It's all around. With the amount of energy that I put in, I'm gonna expect from you.
Right.
And when I find out that you aren't matching my energy, the next thing that's gonna happen is I'm going to start to regress as a person because I'm gonna find my space where I fit. Because if I continue to let you be at 40% while I'm at 100, I'm gonna feel taken advantage of you. I'm gonna build resentment for you. So instead of me leaving it in your hands, I'm going to take it out of your hands, and I will naturally start falling towards what you give me. Right. But what happens is they're like, you aren't who you were when I first met you. Yeah. Woo! But I'm also who you are, though.
Yeah. I'm who you are. Now that I'm who you are, how do you like it?
Yeah.
And then,
now you want to break up.
No, not even that. What are you gonna do after now that I'm where you're at?
Yeah.
Are you gonna excel so that we can be greater, or are you gonna drop the baton? And majority of relationships, the baton is dropped.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Y'all drop the baton because y'all feel like, oh, this person's changed. No, this person wants more out of their relationship.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be the more, or are you just gonna drop the baton? And I think that quitting mentality. Because it is quitting mentality, unless you just go out there and start cheating. Seriously. But that quitting mentality just ruins a lot of relationships. But once again, not everybody makes it to the state championship and gets a ring.
Yeah.
A lot of people quit and lose, and they lose in the first round. And and once again, this is why I want my child to be in sports. You lose today, but you will win tomorrow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that concept. They take on losing as if they're losers.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't
Every winner lost way more than they won.
Way more than they won. And you can't take on life being a loser. If you take on life being a loser, you're going to set yourself up for failure all the time. Yeah. I want my kid to know, hey, you only dropped 5 points. That's fine. You only dropped 10. That's fine. Next week, you're going to have a chance to drop 25.
Yeah,
you're
but you have to drop look 30. At you dropping 10, see what you can do to improve, and do better.
Right. And relationship. You see, oh, okay, I'm lagging in this area. What am I doing in this area to make that I can make myself better in this area? But a lot of people don't reflect on their relationship because they don't want to talk about their relationship. Yeah. People just want to be together to be together. Yeah, and you're wasting time if you're trying to be.
Not necessarily, because that might be suitable for certain people.
Yeah, suitable for certain people.
If you're with somebody who has big dreams,
that's
not going to work.
It's not going to work. Like, okay, so a lot of times in my past relationships, I've had people who've had dreams to where I pushed their dreams. And we didn't work out because I saw the fire in you, but you could never lit it. You could never lit it to where it needed to be. You were just so comfortable in your area that and me, I'm gonna break up with you.
Yeah.
If I see that you have the potential and you're just falling by the wayside, you're making excuses. All right, it's over with. It's done. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can't. It has to be progress. Every day.
Yeah.
In every situation that you are in the relationship as well, like, come on, bro. Like, we're still here, and it's 2 years down the line, and we're still here. Yeah. Like, you gotta break it off.
See, I think we might be opposite, though, because I think my barrier to entry into a relationship is very high. But once I'm in a relationship, I'm going to try to make it work as much as possible. Because you cleared the... Listen, there's a lot of girls, I'm gonna be honest, y'all bad. Y'all are elites. I would never date y'all though.
Yeah, right.
Because like our mindsets aren't the same.
Well, yeah.
Like what I want to be for my partner, like because I don't look at a relationship like, what can she do for me? I'm looking like, look, let me see what I can do and match it with hers and look what we could become. That's how I look at people in relationships. Yeah. So when I meet, my barrier entry is crazy, right? But once you clear that, I'm like, all right, here.
But see, your barrier intro is different because, okay, if your intro is so high, that it's hard for them to do more because you're already at the bar. Me, I feel like my problem is sometimes I don't know. I just see potential in people. Yeah, and that's
I
my
do.
problem.
I'm not gonna date you though.
Yeah, see, if I see potential, that used to be my problem though. I saw a little potential in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a lot of girls that could be IG models, and you know some of them, y'all are IG models now. And
I might want to clarify that before KC is.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Go ahead and.
They're
so,
IG
what you
model.
Mean by that?
I'm saying like they up there. You know, I put them in point where they would have met the right people and all this stuff. So, not saying they couldn't have did it on their own, but I did give them extra. But it's just like once you said like if I see that potential in you, I'm like, okay, bet, let's rock it. So if you can't even get to that potential yourself, then like why am I still with you? Like, because you can be the bar I set, especially as a woman. It's so easy for a woman to meet a bar. Dudes, it's kind of hard for them. If you set a bar for certain dudes, it's kind of hard for them to meet. Not every dude, but some of them just can't. I don't know what it is. They just can't meet a bar. But I feel like a woman, especially nowadays, they can always meet the bar and set the bar that you
because
stand
for most men, it's just to exist.
Right.
But if you want the men that you say you want, there is a bar. Trust me.
Oh, and that goes to my women who. Oh, I only date a 7-figure. Like, there's a bar that he has set. Yeah. And that's why.
There are some of them, right, that their bar is existing. All you got to do is be bad.
Yeah.
But if he wants to say, I have this and I'll have something on the side, the trophy wife. Yeah. You aren't going to be as important to his life as you want to be. Right. Right? Because he's going to look at you like you just something to put up on a mantle.
You're my wife so that everybody can. And this is where women get hurt because they don't understand. They think, oh, okay, well, I'm his wife. I have all of this. But you are still nothing to him. Yeah, because
this is important. You were a add-on.
Right. Especially, like, I hate girls who be like, I can get an NFL player, I can get a basketball player, but you really don't want him because you don't want to be that trophy wife. You still want people to say, hey, I am somebody. You want to be like, I am somebody. You don't want to be, oh, I'm such and such's wife, and there's people who want to be that. You know what I'm saying? They want to be, oh, I'm this NFL player's wife. I can do all this, but then there's the women who, I got my own name. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different in that area. You know what I'm saying? Because a dude can want you to exist, but he also wants to cheat on you. Yeah, 24/7. Like he just wants you to be the mother of his child and raise a child and have the title. Yeah, but titles don't mean.
I put it like this: for the girls who want the guy that got 6 figures and all of this stuff, you got a couple options, right? You can be the trophy where you're not the primary focus, or you could be the partner of the person. If you're going to be the partner of the person, his bit is gonna be a lot harder.
His bar is going to be set so high.
If you want to be the ideal wife or partner, I'll just say partner. If you want to be the ideal partner to somebody at that status, there's going to be a bar that you have to clear.
You got to clear.
The other one, you just got to be in the right space at the right time. You know
because a lot of chicks relay the message as this is my nigga. Yeah. But in reality, they know that they're the side piece or they're the hoe. Yeah. And like you as a female, you're not going to admit it. I know you're not. But in the back of your mind, you know that you're not the main person. So
for all the girls who like, he as long as he know where home is, you don't want to be that.
Exactly.
You prefer
to be that. Oh yeah,
the love of my life. That's what you want to be. But you're gonna have to be a certain level of person for that person to do that.
Exactly. And it's just like That's why I feel like women, y'all gotta realize, oh, okay, yeah, you can be with a baller and all the other stuff, but you also have to raise your bar as well. Don't come in there with low bar expectations, because it ain't happening.
Yeah.
At all.
If you want somebody that has to clear a high bar, just by the nature of how people work, you're going to have to clear a high bar too.
Right.
And if you don't feel like you can clear that high bar, you're not going to be a partner to the person.
And don't be mad at the world because you can't be that person's high bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of relationships also don't work out because you, once again, you don't love yourself, so you don't feel that, what am I looking for? You don't feel that person that you can be, you feel like you can't be them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that can ruin your relationship too, because us as men, there's some of us can sense that feeling that you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can sense the unhappiness. Yeah. We don't know where it's coming from. We definitely don't. But we can sense the unhappiness, and that could cause the relationship to fail as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, everybody got to start doing their part in the relationship. You feel me?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and end this podcast. Give me your top 3 places to go out in Atlanta right now.
Clubs?
Yeah. Anywhere. It could be a club, a lounge, anything.
Havana. I always love Havana.
Okay.
I don't really... Allure.
Okay.
Strip club. And Onyx. Yeah.
Bro, Onyx do 7,000 pat downs before you go in there. I'm good.
And $100 to park.
Oh, we parked across the street for 40, you know what I'm saying?
Park. Yeah, those are my top 3 little lounges, clubs to go out to where I know,
Since we talked about relationships, top 3 relationship activity spots in Atlanta.
I ain't even got no top 3. I think every time you, I know this sounds cheesy, but every time you go out with your girl, that's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know.
Where's the spots that you had the most fun at? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Regal VIP. Take your girl to Regal VIP to see Spider-Man. Regal, y'all better. This is my 3rd time mentioning y'all on my platform. All right, Regal VIP. I need a sponsorship.
Dang, that's bro.
Take her to Regal VIP.
I will say we have more fun when we go out the country. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're date nights. Date nights is fun because we both high, we both drink. It's fun, but our most time is when we out the country or vacation. Yeah, those are the best. To me, those are real dates because we going on vacation, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? We're away from the norm. Yeah. That's what makes it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel it. But go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you already know. Follow me, DonDiner0 on all platforms. Every platform, just type in DonDiner0, you're going to see your boy.
Mm-hmm. All right, listen, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm still working on getting all these podcasts on Stitcher, Apple Music, Spotify, and all that, but they will. Yeah, they do podcasting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get all the podcasts over there. But for now, you know what I'm saying, y'all hit that sub button. We're going to have public interviews, you know what I'm saying? Once the people of Atlanta, I got to, you know what I'm saying, let my boy run some public interviews for the channel.
Yeah. I go crazy on public interviews.
Yes, sir. But listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Until next time. We out of here.